Death by Salad. At Kathy's Country Kitchen in Stanton, Kentucky, you start your meal with a salad. You can choose tossed, pear, macaroni salad, potato salad, deviled egg salad, cornbread salad, strawberry pretzel salad. Strawberry pretzel salad is a local favorite, and here's how you make it. You break up a large package of pretzels. Melt a stick of butter and mix it in with your crushed pretzels. Add a cup of nuts and a few tablespoons of sugar. You punch that down in a Pyrex pan and bake it for 10 minutes at 350 degrees. In the meantime, you make 2 packages of strawberry jello with as much sugar as you can possibly dissolve. Add your frozen strawberries and you refrigerate that. Then you mix a container of Cool Whip with an 8-ounce package of cream cheese and half a cup of confectioner's sugar. You spread that mixture evenly on top of your cooled crushed pretzels. Then you pour your half-gelled jello over top of that and put it in the refrigerator to set till dinner time. Now, people, this is not a salad. But at Kathy's, it's on the salad list, so you might order it anyway. Then you have a catfish dinner with yeast rolls or Johnny cakes, mashed potatoes with brown or white gravy, corn pudding, and, of course, fried green tomatoes. Now it's time for desserts. There's the usual list: butterscotch cream pie, chocolate cream pie, banana pudding. And at the bottom, the actual dessert you will choose. Yellow cake with caramel sauce. The yellow cake of Kathy's Country Kitchen has the same density and longevity as the uranium yellow cake used to make nuclear reactors. It has a half-life of about 1,000 years, except that instead of being used to make a bomb or nuclear fuel, this yellow cake goes in your stomach, and once you eat it, your bliss is short-lived. You become extremely ill with an insulin shock reaction on your way back down Levee Road. You want to die. You swear that you'll never eat again. But next time, when your waiter says, yellow cake with caramel sauce, it's like a cat charming a bird. You'll want it. And as soon as you get better, you'll order it again. On my way back down Levee Road, I look around at my hometown. I see that we are fat, we are sick, and we are hungry. And I'm wondering what the heck happened. Thank you.
And we're back. Welcome to MATV's Open House Showcase. Which camera am I on? Hey, all right. And I'm here with C.D. Collins, an amazing artist. You just heard one piece of poetry by her, and right now we're going to talk to the artist and see what she's all about. If you can let everyone out there know, where's your inspiration to your work?
Well, my inspiration originally to my work, I was about 10 years old, and I realized that what I was hearing the world interpreted as around me was not the world I saw. So I set out to close that gap, and that's what my writing is, the world that I see.
Wow, I like that. Wow, that's really cool. And you're based here in Malden, is that correct?
I'm based in Malden. I'm one of the artists over at the Irving Street Studios.
Oh, okay.
The Malden
cool.
MRA project.
Uh-huh.
They redid the convent over there.
Wow.
And I'm in the top Mother Superior unit. And it's beautiful. It's all windows.
Lovely.
It's beautiful. Me and my feline children. We're happy there.
Cool. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's a amazing place to be. A lot of art inspiration around you.
Yes, we have a lot of range of people over there.
Nice, nice. And where have you performed?
Well, I've performed all in the greater Boston area, and then some in Kentucky, some in Ohio, wherever they call me and say they have a check waiting. I go,
Hey,
hey,
gotta make it work.
I do. I work with musicians, and usually I'm traveling solo because they have jobs. And so if I go by myself, I'm doing a reading. I also teach. I've
Okay.
taught for 20 years, so I can teach
Wow.
workshops
Nice.
and performance. And I write fiction and poetry, and I work with musicians.
Wonderful. And I have a show here on MATV called Soulcore Sessions, and I've been trying to get you on. We're going to make it happen real
Let's
soon.
make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
It'll be fun.
Thanks to Paula Spizzeri for making that connection, because
Yes.
she's told me a lot about your work, so it's nice to finally sit down and talk with you a little bit. So hoping you come back, in between your travels and sit down and talk with us a little longer on Soulcore Sessions right here at MATV.
That'd be wonderful. We can
Yeah.
stir up some trouble.
So what are you going to do? 2 more pieces as well?
I'm going to do 2 more pieces.
And do you want to?
Well, one of them is I write a lot about Kentucky, and I'm having a CD released of spoken word and music, and it's called Clean Coal, Big Lie. And I'm also having a book come out that is going to be done with a graphic designer that I met with at Irving Street Studios.
Okay.
So we're going to put a book together called Blue Folks of Troublesome Creek.
I love these titles.
Okay.
I'm loving the titles.
Okay. So
Are you from Kentucky originally?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
I'm hearing an accent, so
Yeah.
so-
Yeah. I'm
I
from
figured it was
Kentucky.
safe to assume.
And that's my heart, and that's what I write about.
Okay, cool. So, how long have you been in the Malden, Boston area?
I came to Boston in the late 80s to find other writers, fellow writers, and I found them, and I
Yes.
found a mentor,
Nice.
and I found a beautiful artistic community. So it's
Wonderful.
wonderful, but I have to go home too.
You got to go home. You
I
gotta
have to go
back
home.
every
I like
now
to
and
go
then.
home and just put a microphone down in front of my mom,
Ah.
and then she talks, and I just write it down, and that's all I really have to do.
Wow. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing the
Thank you.
2 more pieces. You ready to go and share with the
I'm ready.
audience out
I'm
there?
ready.
All right. Some
Okay.
more of C.D. Collins.
Okay.
Stay
Thank you.
tuned.
Yeah. You know, Obama is calling for 80% clean energy by 2035. And he included clean coal in that list. And by now, anybody with the sense God gave a goose knows that coal is not clean. But then they say, they always say, well, at least it's cheap. And when they say that, it sounds like they're saying that my life is cheap. That whole mountain ranges, the Allegheny, the Blue Ridge, the Cumberland, and the Great Smoky Mountains are cheap. That my whole culture is not worth saving. So anybody says to you, clean coal, anybody says to you, cheap coal, you only have to say, big lie. Now listen here. I'm going down to Washington, D.C., and I'm going to sit down with the First Family, and I'm going to talk to them about the train. The train that runs all day long and all through the night. It loads up over in the Cheyenne station. It chugs on down to Leatherwood, to Charlene, and on to Hazard. And in each station, it's loaded up with coal. The coal rolls out, and the mountain comes down. There's a couple of myths being sold around town. Clean coal. Coal is dirty. Cheap coal. No, it ain't cheap. I want to tell you the understory. See, I come from a culture that is being lost, stolen. I live in a third world land in this first world country. When you flip on a light, over half of that electricity comes from coal, ripped from the Appalachian Mountains, which is my home. A machine is called a dragline. It's 20 stories high, and its base is the size of a gymnasium. Well, it crawls to the mountaintop, and it digs into its face. Then dynamite blasts, flaring plumes of yellow smoke and fountains of shale, and you shake inside your house, and the hillsides shudder, and the ground heaves like an earthquake. Then dust and fly rock rain down on us. Our houses crack, and our wells dry up, and whole towns disappear. Man from the coal company, he says, "We ain't seen nothing we can't buy." The dragline scoops out the blue, blue coal, a mountain seam that took 300 million years to create. Takes 300 days to knock down. Then our ruined mountaintop, they call it the overburden, is dumped into the valley, bearing the streams, flowers, the wildlife, and anything that cannot run away fast enough. And the bluebird, she flies up. But where does she go? Or the medicine in those mountains. The rivers run thick with lead and slurry, and they grade out a false prairie where the mountains once stood. But this soil produces no fruit, no seed. You might as well slap another Walmart on top of it. You see, coal is pure carbon. It's twice as dirty as oil. It's going to burn up this planet in double time. It ain't clean. They'll take your money to prop up coal, and they'll sell you back a lie. If you wet up the air, the fish, the water, the land, and the people on it. If you're talking about the future, it's the most expensive fuel on Earth. Oh, the coal in these hills shine like blue-black diamonds, and it burns with a blue, blue flame. So if you're my president, like you say you are, raise up your voice and stop this train. Oh, it's dirty business. That dirty coal.